qu'est-ce que up? Hello, how you doing, my friend? I'm Alex, and today I'm gonna show you what gear I use getting started with YouTube in 2024. I'm gonna tell you, it's not much. Okay, so as a newbie, you don't want to be investing in a whole lot of gear, and that is also my occasion. I really don't have that shit ton of money that I can just splurge on the best gear out there and hope for the best. Okay, we gotta save every little penny, every little euro counts in my occasion. So, the best things that you can get are obviously free. Now, this is a not so expensive tripod that you can get on Amazon. It is from, I don't know, the company name is SD or SDDI, whatever. It's one of those not so expensive high-end brands that you can get good film gear. So yeah, this tripod was actually a gift from my dear friend, knowing that I will be getting into content creation. So there's not a whole lot to this tripod. It is fairly light. The build quality is decent. The plastic quality is decent. It's an all-round decent, beginner-friendly tripod where you can just mount your camera or your phone. You're gonna need like the adequate shoehorn thingamabob that you place on your camera, which you screw in. This thing is basically straightforward. Adjust the height of the camera and also the angle. It lets you lock it into place and then it won't budge anymore. Open this up, so if the thing is mounted on, it can go from horizontal to upwards in a tilted vertical stand. This little part over here that lets you extend the neck, and then obviously you just open it up and then it's like, you know, a tripod. So you can extend it once and then one more time for a very long high-end foot. So you do that with all 3 feet, and then you can extend this as high as possible. And let me just try not to knock anything over here. It also has a hook over here, so when it is fully extended, it is recommended to have some sort of weight that really lets you lock the thing in. You know, like having a bag. You can just hang your backpack or some with a little bit of weight in it underneath, and the weight is going to add stability. So yeah, that's just a little nifty little tripod thingamabob. So I'm gonna put the camera on the tripod so I can show you the other things that I have. This is my current setup. It's basically just the table, and the tripod goes on the opposite end of where I'm staying, obviously. This is the little clip. It has this little screw. So this is where you screw it at the bottom of your camera, or this is where you can screw on one of those little clamps that holds your phone. And then you just pop it in here. And that's pretty much what keeps it in place. It also has one of these indicators that helps you see if it's level or not. So obviously the next thing on my list is, of course, my phone, which is nothing really special. It's just a Samsung S8. Like, it's nothing special. I have the original Samsung clap on. It's old. I dropped it a couple of times. It's a little bit chipped on the side. I don't know if that's gonna be... It has some wear and tear. Like I said, it's nothing special. It's an old phone, but it helps me do specific things, mostly watching YouTube for inspiration. Next on the list is Gunnergy. So this is an energy drink by Montana Black. He is a German content creator, YouTuber / streamer that came out with his own energy drink. So, you know, we gotta stay caffeinated, and we gotta stay inspired, and we gotta stay focused all of the time. We gotta stay focused all the time, right? So energy drinks is like a no-brainer. And that is why I don't know. I just drink energy drinks. Plus, I really like the stuff. Next on the list is a laptop or a desktop. And I do have both. Problem is, my little studio over here is down in the basement, and I will not carry my desktop down here. And I will not carry it down for just a couple of hours and then put everything back up. Therefore, luckily, I also have a laptop. It is not actually mine, it is my wife's. So therefore I can borrow it and do certain things if I need it. This is an Acer Predator. It is an older model, but it's a gaming laptop. It's from 2018. Spec-wise, like I said, it's an older model from 2018. It has full HD, so 1080p, decent looking keyboard, and it's the Predator Helios 300. Has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, USB 3.1, DDR4, something on the lines of extra things. It is a Intel Core i7 8th generation. I don't know the exact specifications of it. So yeah, anyways, it's a decent laptop that I can do a little bit of work with. Switching over to my phone. This is my point of view. Yes, I am in the basement and there's a lot of stuff over there, but this is my camera. That is what I am seeing. That is how it looks on the tripod, and let me show you exactly what the camera is. So taking it off with only one hand is not the best thing to do, probably. Haha, success, I did it. So yeah, this is the Canon EOS 200D. It is a beginner kit. It is a beginner kit camera, which has decent video quality and also decent picture quality. So it's kind of a hybrid thing. It doesn't break the bank. I think I got mine for about 600 euros new at that certain point. I don't know if this thing is still manufactured or not, but this is what you get. So yeah, we have one of those little tilt flip screens that you can tilt all the way, flip it over. It has auto blitz. So this thing can pop out and it is a blitz flash. It is a flash, not a blitz. Okay, I call it the blitz, but you guys probably call it a flash. By default, if it's just on, it's going to be in photo mode. And then you have the third little button over there, which is video mode. And then you have your little dials over here, which M is for manual, and obviously the A+ is for auto. And all of the other things are things that I don't really know a whole lot about, but I am learning. So I think AV is like aperture something. Never mind. Shutter speed and something. I don't know. It's a cropped sensor camera, and that's how it looks inside. So you can put better lenses on it. This is the default lens, kit lens. It's a zoom lens that it comes with. It is the Canon zoom lens EFS 18 to 55 millimeter. So it's as wide as 18 and it zooms into 55 millimeters. And it has an f-stop of minimum as 4. When it's on 18 millimeters, it's at f4, and when it's at 55 millimeters, it's at 5.6. So f5.6 is the lowest that you can go if you're on the 55 millimeter, and f4 is the lowest that you can get on the 18 millimeter setting. It's a decent beginner friendly lens. It also has autofocus and manual focus if you wanted to, and it also has a stabilizer built in, and obviously you can adjust the focal length from 18 to 55. You have some indicators, like here's a 35 and here's a 24 if you so desire. Keep in mind you do have a crop sensor, so it's not a full frame camera. So the 18 is going to be cropped in. So basically your 18 is, I don't know, like a 20 something or whatever. I don't know the camera math. I'm still a beginner, so you tell me in the comments below how wrong I am. Anyways, like I said, it's a decent beginner friendly camera that I would strongly advise getting if you want to start out and not breaking the bank. Obviously, try to find a used one because then they're like also very cheap. Other than that, use what you have. Use what you have the budget for. Look on the internet to see what other people say about decent cameras. I found this one to have decent reviews at the time I bought it. And lastly, the most important thing is obviously lighting, which I do not have, again, the best thing. It's one of those beginner cheap Amazon softboxes that you can find. Like truly nothing really fancy about this. It has the most cheap basic light stands ever. I don't think you can tie it down or anything like that. It doesn't have anything special, so you maybe need to put something heavy on it so it doesn't tilt over, but it's not very heavy. I mean, it's fairly light. It moves around fairly easily, so you can actually knock it down. And yeah, it's really harsh. Like the material is okay. It's not very soft. And it's of course from the same company as my tripod, the ESDDI, or whatever you want to call it. And it uses one of those like really big bulbs that looks very weird inside. Let me switch the ISO a little bit down as much as I can. And hopefully you can see something inside there. You're not gonna see it. Maybe if I turn it down. And now I need to pump my ISO back up again. Let's go a little bit higher. So I can just show you this thing. It's gonna be grainy right now, but whatever. So yeah, it uses one of these huge ass light bulbs. And it's not really the best. But, however, it is a good way to start. So that is the gear I use starting 2024 with a lot of inspiration, and moving on forward, I intend to make better content and to upgrade till the end of the year to better professional, but also not high-end expensive gear that helps me make better content for you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you back again on the next one. Peace.